life, more loss of resources indefinitely, and to what end, to what result, in terms of having something sustainable in a government or in security forces that could protect the country and uphold basic rights. So I think those lessons are important, they're profound, and I hope all of us together will reflect on those and other lessons that we've learned, both in what we've done tactically, including in this administration, as well as what we've done strategically across many administrations over 20 years.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I am worried about reports that we're seeing about acts of violence against journalists, women and girls, and the Taliban targeting minority groups like the Hazara people, groups who have a brutal history of committing violence against them are probably going to get worse. So what are we doing to ensure physical access for the NGOs that service these constituencies?
Thank you, Senator. These reports, which I've also seen, whether in media reporting and in videos and other reports, are deeply disturbing. And I think whether it's us or whether it is many other countries around the world that we've been working to organize and to focus, this, of course, violates the basic expectations that we have of a Taliban-led government in terms of its need to not abuse these rights, but to uphold them. So we are working to make sure that we are all both speaking with one voice and acting together when it comes to using the influence and leverage we have with the Taliban to insist that it meet these expectations. Second, when it comes to humanitarian assistance and other kinds of support, besides providing that support to NGOs, to the United Nations and its agencies, we are doing whatever we can to help ensure that those agencies and those NGOs are able to operate, pressing directly and indirectly on the Taliban-led government to ensure their ability to do that and their protection. But this is very much a moving picture and something we're very focused on right now and in the days and weeks ahead.
Well, one final question. I understand this is not the main thing. I understand there are people who remain in mortal danger, but from your standpoint, the Department of State, you've got to be a little worried about morale for those people who have dedicated the better part of 20 years to this effort. And so what can we do? Not what can we say, but what can we do on behalf of the Foreign Service, especially at a time when we need to be building back our diplomatic corps?
Yeah, thank you for raising that, Senator, because you're exactly right, and it's very, very important to me, and it's a very important institution. I've spent time with all of our returning diplomats from Afghanistan, either personally or virtually, depending on where they were, and spent